We've got a bad KD.
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 It may be funny, but it is so true. And these tryhards make my face turn blue. Our gameplay just makes it clear we're every day that we've got a bad KD. That we've got a bad KD.
Sometimes I use the LMG.
Sometimes I use that too.
Well, tag on the target finder, and then you're set.
Oh, well that will.
Hey, what's going on, Carnage? My name is That Kansas Kid, and you were just listening to a snippet of my new song parody on my channel. If you guys want to check it out, a link will be in the description below, and you guys will get a laugh out of it if you click on it, and if you don't, I'm sorry, but that's the reason why I made it. But again, enough with the selfless plugs. You are watching a PENTA MOAB on the map bootleg with DHT Bros, or Carnage Bros, and just an amazing player. There's two reasons why I love his channel, just love his gameplays. Is number one, it's because he's just an amazing player. He's one of the best players that I've seen play Call of Duty. And number two, he's a PC player, and I have to back up my fellow PC players out there because I personally play PC and I prefer it over console because I still have Xbox Live, but I've neglected to use it for the past couple of months. I've had too much fun playing Call of Duty on PC. So those are the two reasons. And again, just an amazing channel. Go check him out. Link will be in the description below. And I have sort of a controversial slash, I don't know, it's a topic that you guys will talk about in the comment section below, and I really want to get your feedback on this because I'm going to see vast opinions from one side or the other, and I want to talk about video games and if they are a sport or just a hobby. And I think that's going to be very cool because the MLG scene is starting to emerge, and I think this will be awesome to debate over because I know there's going to be very mixed feelings. And so yeah, let's get straight into it. So first off, I looked up the definition of a sport just because I want to get the dictionary.com definition, just because I want to get it out there to see if we could actually classify this as a sport. So let's break this down. So the definition of a sport is an athletic activity requiring skill or physical prowess. All right, let's get more into this right here. So let's break it down. So first off, athletic, that pops out to me. Now, basically, when I think of athletic, I think of Kobe Bryant. I think of LeBron James. I think of Jamal Charles with my 8-0 Chiefs, baby. A little bit selfless plugs for Kansas. Let's go Kansas, Kansas City, baby, 8-0. All right, but I do not think of Optic Scumpy when you say the word athletic. I do not think of TK or any of these other competitive clans out there. I think of actual sports and or just more athletic sports like basketball or football, and not really anything gaming related. I think of athletic tying into different sports that you see on television, and then let's go further down into the definition. So athletic activity. So I guess that could be debated still with the thumb movements and stuff, requiring skill. Now the thing about skill is that you do need lots of skill to play Call of Duty or to play any other game, and to play it competitively you need skill, obviously, and that's just a given right there. For any sport you always need skill, so that could definitely fall under the category in terms of gaming. And then also it says or physical prowess. Now you do use some physical techniques in playing video games, and when you're in the Wii you have to move around. When you're playing Xbox you have to move your thumbs. I know that's stupid, and that's where it gets debated, saying oh well, yeah, you're doing a physical activity, you're moving your thumbs, and I guess that could be it. If thumb wrestling is considered a sport, then I guess video games could be considered a sport because all you're doing is moving your thumbs in thumb wrestling also. So let's move on further into this. Now, why should you not consider this as a sport? Well, obviously it's not physically demanding unless you have trouble moving your thumbs. I'm sorry, but it's really not that physically demanding, honestly. And then also it's more mentally demanding, I have to say. Video games are, because your eyes get stressed out. They have the gamer's glasses, stuff like that. But also it uses electronics instead of actual physical activities where you're outdoors, and that's also why I wouldn't consider it a sport. But why should I consider it a sport? Well, honestly, you're playing a game and you're competing, and you are competing and you're playing a game, which kind of makes it a sport. Just like basketball, when you compete with it, it's pretty much a sport. And some may also argue that you use your body to maneuver controls, and they consider that a physical prowess, like it said at the end of the definition of sports. But again, that's just debatable. That's just really debatable. And now this comes down to you guys. I want to see your comments down in the comment section below, whether you think it is or not, and back it up with evidence. I want to see that. Don't just make one open-minded guess. Back it up with evidence. Give me some physical, hard evidence that I could look at and see, be like, oh, that dude's correct. So I want you guys to get your researching done. Comment down below what you think. It's been That Kansas Kid. Go check out DHT Bros in the description below, and I'll talk to y'all later.
Katie.